Liverpool's search for another attacking option has taken a major and rather unexpected turn, with the Reds reportedly making a huge move for Brighton winger Yankuba Minteh. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. According to reports, Liverpool have tested Brighton's resolve with a £50 million bid for the 22-year-old, but that offer has already been rejected. And what makes this particularly interesting is that Minteh himself is reportedly keen on the potential move if the two clubs can find an agreement. So despite Liverpool putting serious money on the table, Brighton have made it clear that they are not prepared to simply let their winger walk away. Minteh has been on Liverpool's radar for some time, with the club's interest dating back to his days at Feyenoord and Newcastle. Since joining Brighton in a £30 million deal in 2024, he has made 73 appearances, scoring 10 goals and providing 9 assists. There is also a clear reason why Liverpool could see him as an attractive option. Minteh is a left-footed winger who predominantly operates from the right, making him a more natural profile to potentially provide competition or eventually succeed Mohamed Salah than some of the other wide players Liverpool have been linked with, and his underlying numbers suggest there is plenty to work with. Last season, Minteh ranked inside the top 10% of Premier League wingers for successful dribbles per 90 minutes, while his 6.94 touches inside the opposition box per 90 placed him above the vast majority of players in his position. He also offers something Liverpool will value enormously: work rate. Playing in a Brighton side that often operated in a relatively defensive system under Fabian Hutzler, Minteh was required to contribute significantly without the ball. His defensive numbers compared favourably with several of the other attacking targets Liverpool have been linked with. Of course, there is one obvious concern. His goal and assist numbers are not exactly eye-catching, and Liverpool would need to believe that those figures could rise significantly in a side creating more opportunities and dominating possession. But that may not necessarily be a deal-breaker. Liverpool are believed to be looking for at least one winger before the transfer window closes, and potentially two if Cody Gakpo completes a move to Tottenham. That makes the situation around Minteh particularly interesting because the Reds are clearly exploring multiple alternatives rather than putting all of their eggs in one basket. Bradley Barcola remains a major target, while Ibrahim Mbaye and other options have also been considered. Ryan and Lille's Matías Fernández-Pardo are among the other names reportedly on Liverpool's radar. The £50 million offer for Minteh, however, could reveal something important about Liverpool's plans. The Reds clearly have money available and are willing to put a substantial fee on the table for the right attacking player. And with Minteh reportedly keen on the move, the situation could now come down to whether Liverpool are prepared to increase their offer, or whether Brighton will continue to stand firm. There is also a timing issue here because Minteh is currently sidelined for around 2 months following surgery on a right leg injury suffered against Roma. That makes Liverpool's reported interest even more intriguing. The big question now is whether that rejected £50 million bid was simply Liverpool testing the waters, or whether it was the opening move in a much bigger attempt to bring Yankuba Minteh to Anfield before the window slammed shut. One thing is becoming increasingly clear. Liverpool's winger search is far from over, and with a huge offer already rejected, this transfer story could have another major twist before deadline day. In other news, Liverpool's transfer plans could be heading towards a hugely significant few days, with a potential double deal now beginning to take shape. The situation surrounding Bradley Barcola could have a major knock-on effect not only on Liverpool's incoming business, but also on the future of Cody Gakpo. With the transfer window rapidly approaching its final stages, there are still plenty of moving parts at Anfield. Liverpool remain determined to find an agreement for Barcola, despite PSG's huge €150 million valuation of the French winger. A bid is widely expected this week, and what happens next could trigger a fascinating chain reaction. The key point is that Tottenham are keeping a very close eye on the situation. According to Sky Sports' Lyle Thomas, Spurs are considering a move for Gakpo, but any formal offer is dependent on Liverpool making progress with Barcola and potentially Ibrahim Mbaye. In other words, Tottenham appear to be waiting for Liverpool to strengthen their own attack before making their move for the Dutchman. And that is where this story gets particularly interesting. Liverpool are understandably reluctant to allow Gakpo to leave unless they are confident they can replace him. Fabrizio Romano has reiterated that discussions between Liverpool and Tottenham remain ongoing, while also stating that if Gakpo does depart, the Reds would then look to sign two wingers. That could mean Liverpool are potentially preparing for a major reshuffle in their attacking options. Gakpo is reportedly valued by Liverpool at upwards of £60 million, meaning his departure could provide a substantial financial boost towards the club's pursuit of Barcola and potentially Mbaye. There have even been reports that Liverpool have already agreed personal terms with Minteh, although there continues to be some uncertainty around just how advanced that particular deal really is. Meanwhile, Tottenham are clearly not putting all of their eggs in one basket. If they cannot reach an agreement for Gakpo's, reports suggest they could turn their attention towards alternative targets, including Chelsea winger Pedro Neto. But the biggest question remains, will Liverpool actually allow Gakpo to leave? TalkSport's Alex Crook has suggested, after speaking with sources at Liverpool, that he does not expect the transfer to happen before deadline day. That would certainly indicate that, despite the ongoing talks, there is still a significant amount that needs to fall into place. However, if Liverpool can finally reach an agreement for Barcola, the entire situation could change very quickly. A Barcola arrival could give the Reds the confidence to sanction Gakpo's exit, while the funds generated could then help finance further attacking additions. Suddenly, what initially looks like one transfer could become a chain reaction involving Barcola, Gakpo, and potentially Mbaye.